everybody. Good morning, Romeo.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happiness, Jones.
We're talking about happiness. We're feeling good.
Yeah.
Do you love what you're doing this Monday? If you don't love what you're doing Monday, and if you don't love who you're doing it with, then you might want to rethink what you're doing on Monday. I get to wake up Monday morning and I get to work with Romeo. What's up, handsome? How's your Monday treating you?
Not bad. How's it going?
Brother, I've got so much to be happy about right now. I'm looking back at this 10-year challenge and looking back at and first off, I got better looking. I know you got better looking. So it's something about Marines, we just get better with time. And then I have been through a lot, brother. I went to war. I got into real estate, and I've started raising kids.
It's a lot.
That's a lot in 10 years. What about you? What have you been up to for the last 10 years?
What year is this? 2019. So 10 years ago, I actually transitioned, right, from enlisted to officer. I got commissioned 10 years ago.
Mustang.
I had graduated straight from drill instructor school, straight to OCS, straight to TBS. So this time, 10 years ago, it was a rough year and a half of being TAD and being at the top of my game in the Marine Corps.
So speaking about a rough time, who had a freaking rough 2018?
A rough what?
A rough 2018. I feel like a lot of people, that's kind of a thing. People are like, dude, 2018 was rough.
Yeah, 2018 seemed a little challenging. For me personally, it was a lot of workup stuff, right? So for vets to reps, getting it off the ground for me, and then changing brokerages, and then trying to figure out how I'm going to jumpstart 2019.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I feel like a lot of 2018 was like laying the foundation, doing the work, and then getting where we need to get. And you and I right now are on the same page with VAREP, which we're having the launch for here January 22nd.
Yep, January 22nd.
January 22nd at SRCAR. And let's talk about your journey with VAREP here really quick, which is the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. It is open to everybody, whether you are a patriot, whether you have served. Come help us help veterans. You will feel the benefit in your career as well. How did you find out about VAREP?
Well, you're the one who told me about VAREP. You were looking for another veteran. And so, I jumped on the opportunity to come on board and volunteer after you told me what VAREP was about. Then my next step is I actually got to go to the convention. And so at the convention, I sat in a room, full of everybody who volunteers for VAREP and all the chapters that we have throughout the nation. And so I felt a great sense of everybody's here to help. It wasn't like, people were there for themselves, and then I watched VAREP donate mortgage-free homes to veterans. I watched photo videos and how they're helping. And so I was automatically sold and excited about bringing it back to Temecula and to our community.
And for me, for a long time, I didn't want to go on base. I felt like it was something that was predatory as a Marine to go. Like I see people preying on Marines. I see people preying on sailors and airmen. And I'm just like, we got to clean it up. We got to clean it up. And so we're really going in to support active duty military, support their spouses and their families. And I think it's a really cool mission that we're on. So tell me about the conference that you went on with VAREP.
Yeah, so I went out there with Charles and Dave. From our chapter hadn't launched yet, but we went out there to represent Temecula, and it was amazing. They had a code talker there who was actually a Marine, so he was there talking good stuff about VAREP. And overall, it was just like I said, it just felt like it wasn't them trying to sell anything. It was trying to figure out how to help. And even knowing that we were going to launch soon, everyone was like, "Hey, let us know how we can help and what we can do to, get you guys off."
Collaborative. It's one of those things where you just see everyone around, like you get to feel that atmosphere. And I can tell you right now, and a shout out to Vegas and what they've been able to do. They went from like number 45th in the country to number 2 or 3 in the country for the number of veterans that are actually using their VA loans. And I think that is phenomenal. I mean, they're making veterans into homeowners and active duty military into homeowners. Like,
Yep.
what better can we do for that, for stabilizing somebody in their career?
Yep. I agree 100%.
So tell me about your position at VAREP.
So I am the education director. And so I will be responsible for putting together the events, the launch and learn stuff, and pretty much bringing people, making sure the guest speakers there, and just bringing that education piece, which to me as a veteran, you know, educating other veterans is really important to me. I myself, you know, I have a couple of properties that I own, and no one, like initially, no one ever, you know, talked to me about VA loans. And it was actually, you know, there's a lot of myths out there that I would like to dispel. And there's also, you know, something as simple as I can only buy one house. I can only use it one time, you know?
Yep.
And so I, you know, living proof, I have 3 properties and I've used my vehicle on all 3 of them. So
And you're active duty. For
yeah,
the record, active duty Marine owns 3 houses, getting ready to retire here in a couple of months, serving as the education director at VAREP. And tell me, and something really cool here, we're one of 4 chapters throughout the country that got approved for a special education event. And we're not going to tell you guys what that is right now, but it's something that went over really well at National, and they want to bring it out here to Temecula because they see the energy that we have out here and what's going on. And so I really encourage you guys to come and be a part of it and show up. And so can you tell people a little bit, the event is January 22nd, 11 to 2 or 12 to 2?
12 to 2, January 22nd. It's going to actually be sponsored by Elite Home Buying Services, which, I mean, not Elite Home Buying Services, sorry, Eagle Eye Home Inspection. Yes. Eagle Eye Home Inspection is actually veteran owned and operated.
Is she's a Marine.
Yep.
She's buying you lunch. That should be enough right there. And you know, it's supporting fellow military and things like this. I strongly encourage. She's going to be out there to tell everybody a little bit about what she's got going on. And then who is our other sponsor right now? We have one other one.
Sponsor is the CEO of SRCAR, Connie Lynch.
So big shout out to Connie Lynch. And thank you to SRCAR for hosting us for free. Really, to us, it really, she made it so that we didn't have to dip into our pockets. And we're looking for one more sponsor for this event. So if you would like to become a sponsor, we have 2 already. We need 1 more in order to make this everything that it could be, and then be able to make future events happen. Now, what would you like to let people know about VA loans and working with veterans? What's one free giveaway as the education director that you can give people?
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to dispelling myths and educating people. I'm a big advocate of get out of base housing and leaving your money in base housing. You know, an E5 in Camp Pendleton gets $2,592 a month BAH. And, you know, 3-year duty station, that's $93,000 that they're going to leave.
$93,000 that you're leaving on the table over the course of 3 years. And so right now we're talking about getting on base. There's a couple of different people that we're talking about getting on base with. And I told them, I said, flat out, if I go on base, you're not going to have me talking to a room of 30 people and, you know, maybe 2 of them want to buy a home. Probably 28 of them are going to want to buy a home. And I'm not going to be able to handle that business. So we need people that are going to be educated, that are going to be knowledgeable, that have their heart in the right place and really want to get out and serve the veteran community for the right reasons. So that's what we're looking to grow out. So don't leave $96,000, $97,000 on the table over the course of a 3-year duty station. You can rent that out. Like my client he said, you have 2 options when you leave. You can rent it out or you can sell it. And I just helped him buy his second VA loan with no money out of pocket. And Charles gave us our clear to close in less than 10 days.
Nice.
So anyway, shattering the myths, my brother.
Yeah, and then you set your family up for success. Now you got an investment property, you know, and you move on to the next one. So
I want to encourage you guys to come out to SRCAR on January 22nd from 12 to 2. Come see Romeo and I, and come see us get sworn in. Come see a little bit about VAREP and what we're going to be doing here on a local level, and come be a part of it. See how that can affect your business in 2019.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please share this video out because, you know, if a tree falls in the woods, did it make a sound? We need to make sure that people know that this is happening and how they can be a part of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll post the flyer down below, and I hope to see you guys on January 22nd from 12 to 2.
All right, David. See you soon.
Thanks, my brother. Have a good rest of your Monday.
All right, you as well.